Let's face it, life isn't easy. If you're stuck in a bad relationship, betrayed or afraid of tomorrow, financially insecure, or desperate for a breakthrough, you've come to the right place. Dr. Carmen Harra is a renowned psychologist, intuitive, relationship expert, and best-selling author, and she's here to give you the miracle guidance you need. Her new call-in show, Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life, offers profound wisdom, practical advice, daily exercises, and empowering predictions, all for you. Dr. Harra's show aims to eliminate everyday problems, big and small, with topics like healing your relationships, reclaiming your power, achieving better health, dealing with loss, and so much more. Regain the joy, stability, and fulfillment you deserve to feel. Tune in to Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life with host Dr. Carmen Harra, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and find the answers you've been looking for.
Good evening, everybody, and I am so grateful that you are listening to my show. And again, welcome to another episode of Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life on OMTimes Radio. And my name, as you know, is Dr. Carmen Harra, live every Tuesday evening right here on OMTimes. But tonight, we're going to talk about an interesting topic, probably is one of those topics that is the most fascinating because it's all about healing something that is called your family karma. Now, in my first book, Everyday Karma, published 22 years ago, I speak about three karma that exist: your individual karma, your family karma, and the global karma. The individual karma is something that you create on a daily basis. But when it comes to the family karma, that's a very interesting topic because no family is perfect, but your family is perfect for your karma. In other words, if you think of larger than life bond, the family that shines through sorrows and joys alike, the divine connection that exists within a family is a light that cannot be dimmed, no matter the distance between its members. Now, family karma is very complex, and family relationships are intense, are powerful at best, and they require not only patience but an understanding of both their psychological and karmic component. So in order to understand what's happening within your family, you are supposed to understand the dynamic, the karmic component, and the psychological aspect of the relationship that exists within a family. Now, many times we used to say that a soul comes back on earth, agreed to incarnate, and you kind of come back in the same family, or you come in a family for your spiritual evolution, because the family you would be born into, as I said before, would not be perfect at any means. There would be family members who can stand each other, or they seem not to have anything in common, though they are the same blood. But family could be perfect for working on your karma. When I mean that, is that every member of your family is coming in your life for a reason, to teach you something. Now, these details, of family relationship exist in the so-called your karmic contract, which outlines who would be your family members and what challenges the family members will bring to you. So you have to face those challenges with them, as well as you have to solve and resolve problems that exist between you and other members. But you have a free will, and you choose sometimes to heal the family rifts and allow them to kind of go deeper and grow wider. And this is the way actually a family relationship can turn into a dysfunctional one, into sort of a very difficult one, when you can make it easy and make it functional. But even if your family members don't always cooperate, the choice to encourage healthy dynamics, it's only yours. I am a firm believer that we begin to create karmic ties from the very beginning of our life. You are from the day one karmically connected, and your existence is linked into your mother. Of course, the mother who gave birth to you, and your father because you are the product. But to a lesser degree, you link to the doctor who delivered you, to a kindergarten teacher at school, to your first boyfriend, or your girlfriend, who probably broke your heart, But you go through life creating those karmic imprints. What does it mean, karmic imprint? It means those memories. And those memories sometimes are difficult and you need to resolve them. Because your soul, needs to free him from any attachment, any negative imprints. So that's why many times we say, oh, it's your karma, you have to solve your karma. And people get karma like a negative thing or like something punishing. And if you're not actually aware of your true karmic nature, you will have a harder time resolving relationship with the people in your life. But what remains, unclear is how can you actually check on your so-called, your soul to-do list, And I'm going to go back to the concept of karma because this is one concept that fascinated me since I was a teenager. And karma is such a misunderstood concept. It's not what the Newtonian law of cause and effect, what goes around comes around. No, it's not that. It's how you treat others the way they would treat you. It's way more profound than that. The Sanskrit actually word, so the real meaning coming from the Sanskrit of the word karma means the force of thoughts and deeds, your thinking and your action. Because this energy of your thoughts and your action manifests into belief system, into emotion, and into action. So the energy of karma becomes woven into your personal energy field and into your consciousness. So it gets attached to what is considered to be your soul, and it stays there for the rest of your life. It actually stays engraved in what is called the reactive side of the brain, which is the subconscious mind. And I also said that karma is something that gets attached there and stays there life after life, after life, unless it's properly understood, unless you come to a point in which you're pointing why you married a certain person, why this is your father, why this person is your mother. So the energy of karma, as I said, because it's woven into your personal field, and that it gets attached life after life, and it becomes like, I think it's funny to say, like a tattoo that cannot be removed without a lot of work, because it's very hard to remove a tattoo. If you ever done, I've never done a tattoo, but one of my kids did, and I saw how my kids struggled to remove a tattoo. So action, as I said, karma relates to your action, to your deeds, to your thoughts. So action, what action creates? Memory. And what is karma? My definition is the memory of your soul. This is the way I personally define karma in my books, and I found that this is very deep, it's very intense, and it's a profound way of understanding the memory of your soul. Many times we need to dig deep into the subconscious mind, what all the memories are, to find out why we act in a certain way, why we go through specific difficult aspects of our reality. Now, if you acknowledge your karmic imprints, the doors of so many possibilities are opening. And it gives you the possibility to resolve and heal something that probably hasn't been resolved at a certain age, or probably it hasn't been resolved recently. But you must accept there are three truths about karma. Because karma is the accumulation of every thought and intention, is the action from this life and even prior life. Karma can be healed, and karma also requires action. Now I'm going to ask you, for everybody listening, do you know your family karma? Do you know what an impact it has on your life and in your destiny? Think a little bit of your mom, your dad, your brothers, other members of the family. And if you want to speak with me about this, of anything that involves the karma in your life, feel free to call my wonderful producer Christopher, he's just an amazing human being, talking about good people on planet Earth. And you can call and speak with him, and he will definitely put you in touch with me. The number to call is 202-570-7057. Now I know I have to take your calls because I have so many of you, like always. But I have a new book coming that is called +1, the numerology of relationships. And it's a very interesting topic in which, the concept of archetype is actually connected with your divine code. So I'm very excited to announce you that soon my new book will be released, and I'll tell you much more about it. But my previous book that talks about archetypes, and actually the title of my last book is called Committed: Finding Love and Loyalty Through the 7 Archetype, was released more than a year ago. And I know that commitment is a problem for most people, and love relationship definitely cause a lot of problems. And many times, in your love life interferes your family karma. And if you're struggling in love, and if you're ready to end up cycles of disappointment, I think my book, I really recommend it, because it's not that I want to sell you my book, because I really think there are elements in this book that may be very instrumental in changing the way you look at your life. That's why I recommend Committed, and we'll talk very soon about my new book that is going to be out there very soon. I'm going to go take some calls, and then I want to address a very significant a topic that has to do, a very significant aspect of the topic that has to do with what I've been talking to you right now, is the different ways. I put it like 9 ways to heal family rifts and become more functional. I see a lot in families, a lot of dysfunctional. I see in the families of celebrities. Look at the life of Kim Kardashian. Where the karma plays a role, and the family dynamic turns into a very dysfunctional, in a very toxic relationship. So what needs to be done? We'll talk about that. And if you find yourself in a dysfunctional relationship or in a toxic relationship, feel free to call me. Let's talk about it. I'm going to go, I think, to my first caller. Then I think my first caller is actually Leilani. Hi, my lovely Leilani. How are you, my dear? Hello? Well, I don't think
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Okay.
Okay, good. I was on mute. Oh, Carmen, there's just a lot going on with my family. My mom's birthday's tomorrow, so I'm going to drive to Wyoming.
Oh yeah, that's a big event,
Yeah. So I'm going to drive to Wyoming. I don't want to, but I will. And I got her some lipstick and some nail polish. But
very good.
I really think, Carmen, she has borderline personality disorder.
Yeah, that's a serious problem.
And I took your advice from a few weeks ago. She can be really cruel to my sister, and I just stayed out of it. But Carmen, I just really don't like her. She's never been a mother. I've been the mother in the family. I have compassion for her, but I see her as kind of mentally ill, and she's just...
Well, for mentally ill people, you do have a lot of understanding, and a lot of empathy, and understand they're not, it's a serious issue. I really believe that she has a mental problem that didn't allow her to be the mother. The question is, why did you bring her into your life? What lesson is she teaching you?
And I know what it is.
You know what it is.
Self-love. It's self-love, and to be my own parent. And there is, I do have superpowers because of that childhood. I'm very brave. Look at me, I've traveled the world. I'm very strong, I would say. And but I get a little resentful because I don't really want to buy her gifts or spend time with her. So I have to really work on that. maybe I was the bad guy in another life, you know?
No, you cannot necessarily say that. The
Yeah.
question is, you don't want to experience this again and again, because if you believe in incarnation, if this is
do.
an issue unresolved, it will force you to meet her again. And you
Right.
need to solve something now so that doesn't happen again. So in other words, the negative aspect of it, you don't want that to happen. You understand?
Okay, do you think
So-
I'm doing a good job of resolving the karma?
Yeah, because I can see that you go and, celebrate her birthday, you buy her a gift, buy her some flowers, buy her a card, wish her all the good in the world, and act like she's forgiven. Whatever she did to you, because you're the child and she's the mother, she was supposed to be wise, she was supposed to be there for you. Whatever has happened here, you are not holding grudges. You're not keeping necessarily responsible for whatever happened. So for that reason, I want you to free her. You need and free you. You're freeing yourself from the impact that her presence in your life made for such a long time. And the word forgive means detach. So forgiving people and letting them go their own ways and cutting that cord. She as a mother never cut the cord with you, in my opinion. That symbolic umbilical cord, she never cut that cord. So for that, she didn't let you fly. So one of the issues that you have is finding your grounding. You couldn't ground, you couldn't find yourself because your mother never allowed you to do it. You understand? So from the beginning of your life is where she was blocked by her. And that's why you have a resentment somewhere in the back of your heart. You say, well, I'm against her for whatever she did to me. But you need to know whatever she did has to do with not being able to free you and let you fly, Not to name the fact that she didn't encourage you to grow. She was not there what a mother figure should be. She was not the mother figure you wanted to have. But that's okay, you know what I mean? She was teaching you a major life lesson. You have to prove her wrong. You have to prove her that you did better than ever, you know what I mean? In spite of all the adversities, that it made you stronger, and that you are becoming, a wonderful woman in spite of whatever she did to you, So
I'm doing that, Carmen. I think I've done that.
You are.
Yeah.
You are. And that's why I'm saying, I'm just saying this is key to progress and key to your own evolution. And it's going to make you stronger. It definitely will, Okay, my lovely.
Okay, well, I feel good. I just have
Good.
one more comment.
Sure.
You always say that I need to get on social media for my business.
Right,
And
yes.
Carmen, I just really don't like social media. I get
Believe it or not, I don't like it either. But
I get anxiety in my body, though.
I know.
And
you know what I mean?
I shake.
Yeah.
I can't. I really believe there has to be another way. There has to be another way for me to
But
grow my
I want to
business.
tell you, one of my girls, my daughter, she's not that she's my daughter. She has a really nice presence. She hates social media. She doesn't want to put pictures with her. She doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
She said, Mom, I don't like it. This is something that I don't feel I should do. I'm looking at people are obsessed with social media.
Yes.
They spend morning and night, and they don't have a personality anymore. They only look at all the sometimes stupid things that exist out there. It's becoming like a
a drug. It's a drug.
Yeah. A drug, an addictive. You become addicted to it, and it's very, very disturbing what it can do to the human mind. And but of course nobody talks about it, and the biggest celebrity are there, the anchors at the news station, everybody is going on social media. Even whatever they feel in their heart is different. But I get you, I know what you mean, and I am with you on this one. And I'm telling you, if you don't like it, don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I believe, there's a power, angels, spirit guides, whatever, that they can bring me clients more than social media.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Well, when I was doing work 30-something years ago, there was no social media. When I published my books, 20-something years ago, there was no social media. You know what I mean? This thing
Yeah,
didn't
I thought
exist.
about that.
And I wanted to tell you that I actually did better then that I'm doing now. It's even funny, you know, but it's true.
How did you find your clients back then?
I don't know. So when I published the book, people were at Barnes and Nobles. People bought my book. My information was there. My site was there 20-something years ago, and people were reaching out to me, you know, and were finding me through the book, but not through social media. So in other words, you know, I remember way better days and times than now. Yeah.
Yes.
Way better. And there was a world by then who liked to read, people who were buying books. Now everything is artificial intelligence. Everything is fake. Nothing is real. Oh my God, I'm somehow concerned for the future generation if we move it that way, you know. Yeah, I just saw the other day that our computer was cooking. So we don't make it with our hands anymore, with our hearts. A computer is making our food. A computer is we live in a world that everything will be done by a computer, you know.
I saw a robot at the hospital. I went to donate blood in Los Angeles, and there was a robot going around.
Right, yeah. And you know what?
Carmen, last question, quick question. I really want to go live somewhere for 8 months to a year and write a book and do art and just make food.
Do it.
And there's a woman with a foundation that I know that has money for things like this. Do you think if I could ask her, or should I try to find another way?
No, you can ask her. There will be her, and also another way. You will be doing that, and you will really feel like free and independent and ready to rebuild your life and finally find love, and your life will really, really change. Do it.
Because I really feel like I need to make art and write, but I don't know if I'm going to publish the book. I just want to get it up and out of my body and make art.
Yeah.
So you think that's a good idea?
That's a very good idea. Okay, my lovely.
Okay, thank you, Carmen.
Love you, Leilani.
Love
okay,
you.
my sweetheart.
Okay,
I'm going to take
bye.
a short break. Then I'm going to Cornelia in Canada, and then I'm going to go to Julia, and then to Sandra. So you guys hold on the line. I'll be with you in a minute.
The best of the holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM. Host your show on IOM FM, the radio network of OMTimes Media, one of the more recognized brand names in the conscious community, and is backed by the extensive marketing reach of OMTimes. Hosting a show on IOM FM immediately connects you with our extensive dedicated community.
My name is Victor Furman. Some call me The Voice. I've always been fascinated with human nature, spirituality, science, and the crossroads at which they meet. Join me Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on OMTimes Radio, and we'll explore these topics and so much more on Destination Unlimited.
You came across someone struggling with hunger. How would you recognize them? Would you notice an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for summer break
because she may not be having lunch again until September?
Or a war veteran who's having a hard time landing
a job and getting back on his feet?
I am the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. I am hunger in America.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
And I'm back. We are talking about how to heal your family karma, because we all have that. Some of us we acknowledge, some of us we don't, but many of us we question ourselves. Why am I not talking to my sister? Why am I not talking to my father? Why my mother abandoned me? You know, what's going on inside my family? You know, my kids are not speaking to me. What exactly is the root of the problem? And those things are the most painful situation in our lives, you know, and especially when it comes to relationship inside the family. So I will, if I have time, I will go to the 9 ways to heal that and to become, you know, way more involve and make a relationship way more functional. It's all about a relationship in the family has to be functional. And there are actions that you can take to fortify happier bonds, with the loved ones. Like, for instance, putting your pride aside, because pride is the number one cause of family grief. It's your ego, the generator of your pride, making you stubbornly hold on to the notion that I have to be right. Pride comes between family in a very ugly way. It can simply devastate a family because the members begin to see themselves as individuals disconnected from the whole. A family is a whole, but pride causes us to lose the sense of unity and only look up for themselves. Many of my clients said that they haven't spoken to their parent or sibling, so that's exactly what I've been saying. But when I ask them why, you know what I mean? Because I ask people, why are you not talking to your kid? Why is your daughter not talking? Why is your mother doesn't want to acknowledge it? I usually receive an answer like a proud answer. Okay, I'm not talking to them, or she's not talking to me because she hurt me or I hurt her. And this is the proud answer. The answer always implies me. I'm the fact that I am the problem, or it is me putting the pride first, showing that, showing that in a family it's easier to find reason not to get along after all. Just because your family doesn't mean you're not completely, different people. But letting go of pride and having a sense of humor about conflictual ideas and different preferences is a very good idea, because pride makes us do foolish things that we regret. But it should never cause us to criticize each other, to break our bond, that we care so much, to break it apart. So what I'm saying, don't be so proud that you allow, up to a point that you allow an easy, resolvable matter to become a karmic grief inside your clan, inside your family. So this is one of the 9 things that I want you to know, because I want you to set limits for others and yourself. So setting boundaries means protecting yourself from egos that are triggering all issue. And I can go on and on and on, but I want to take more of your calls. So I'm going to go to Cornelia and then go back to my ideas. Hi, Cornelia from Canada. How are you, my lovely girl?
Hello, Carmen. I wish you happy Mother's Day with 2 days later, I know. I'm okay, thank you.
To you too, my love. Any news about your work? Anything new going on with you?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to ask you, because I feel that it's a little bit different. It is a karma, like what I want to tell you, I want to ask you.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Of karma, but between us, it's just my whole family, my whole family, and people with universities, with whatever, we just don't have jobs, luck or karma, or I don't know how to call it, but now, because you have this subject, I just started to think about, is this a family karma somehow, Carmen?
Yeah.
Or what is this?
So let's put it this way. So you fail in finding the right job once, you're going to fail it again and again and again. You know what I mean? If you fail the last
so what can I do?
Chances are that it's going to happen again. If you go through a divorce, chances are it's going to happen again. If you got sick, you have cancer, and you seem you healed, chances are the cancer is coming back. So this is when things keep on perpetuating the manifestation of them. So you just have a lot of strength to turn the wheel 180 degrees in the different direction. It's like you're in a car, you go north, you turn the car and you go south. Go the opposite way. You force yourself to go in the opposite direction. And that is like in a metaphorical way, you need to break the pattern of attracting mega jobs, unhealthy jobs, jobs that they don't allow you to grow, you know what I mean, to make sufficient money. That you don't want to do for no reason. If somebody's offering a job like that, you have to have the strength to say, no, thank you very much, I don't need it, So does this make
yes,
a little bit of sense?
By now I have not even one offer. Like it's already past 2 months, and I'm sending resumes, and I'm going personally.
Have you ever thought of doing something on your own, creating your own business? I'm just saying.
Not really.
Not really. Do you think you can create
Not yet. I find it too late.
No, it's never too late. It's never too late. There's never too late. Never too late for anything in life. I've seen people going to school at the age of 80. I saw Martha Stewart playing in the bathing suit at 81. Who would have ever thought that an 81-year-old woman can go, you know what I mean, in a bathing suit on the cover of a magazine, you know? You have to have guts for that, you know? You have to have a lot of guts. But, you know, there's...
It's good.
Yeah, but it's never too late. So, in other words, the woman says, well, I've never done this, but before me, I die at 80-something, you know, your life is kind of limited. Let me do this, you know what I mean? At least, you know, I do something that I always wanted, and it's never too late to do it. And the world is shocked.
Yeah,
the world was shocked.
To tell you honestly, man, when I finished... So when I finished the hairstyling back home, I did it because my whole family, my mom, my grandma, my tia, everybody was doing the same. And I said, okay, I want to have a skill in my hand. But I'm not dying to being a hairstylist, you know. Plus, right now, I truly want to concentrate.
Okay, open a center for healing. Open a center that does all kinds of things, you know what I mean, from therapies to
plus, Carmen, now having a little one, because she's my everything, my son's daughter. I want to concentrate on her, and I just want to find a job, truly whatever, a job where... My problem is, that's why I'm saying that is a karma, that being so sensitive for stupid things, I'm always losing the job. I never lost a job because I wasn't able to speak the language, or I wasn't able to learn whatever they teach me, or, you know, I'm just... Because I always find... it all in every place, and I was talking to many people that probably everybody have the same issues in workplaces. That is always one or two persons who just won't let you alone. You know, my husband always telling me, why you are not a little bit more drastic, why you don't tell her to just go and herself. You know, I said I cannot do that. Not do that. He said, Mimi, but here, that's how they talk and that's how they do it. I said, but I can't. And I just, if somebody hurts me, I cry and I just walk away. And I know that this is not good. I know that. But right now, I just need a job somewhere, Carmen, where I know I have that 7-8 hours and pretty much I can dedicate myself to my grandchild. Now, I was thinking about that is a karma maybe, but I'm still waiting, and I would be happy if something comes in my way. What do you think? It is coming, or what's going on, Carmen?
I think it's coming. I see a job coming. Definitely see a job coming.
Now, how do you think, because I'm sending resumes and I'm going personally too, how do you see this job coming? Is going to be an offer, somebody's going to call me, or how will I find this job, if you can tell me?
Somebody will call you and will offer your job in your area. But it's interesting.
Oh, that's nice.
I always felt in the past that there was like a woman calling. This time I feel like a man is calling you. Do you want to diversify the work that you do, and don't go necessarily in the beauty industry and do something completely opposite?
Yes. No, I don't want to go in beauty.
No, so I don't see you in that field. You know what I mean? I see you in a different field. And this might sound
yes, I don't want. I'm not wishing to go in beauty.
No,
it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, just to be a job.
Yeah. I see you working for a firm.
Please tell me more, Carmen, because I'm a little bit sad now, because for 2 months I'm just sending resumes and nothing comes in, and I'm kind of,
No, you're not looking in the right direction, and you're not putting your image in the right way. You know, sometimes we don't know how to portray ourselves when it comes to getting a job. I think that your resume, I've never read your resume, but your resume, it still feels like it's not defining who you really are. Does it make sense or no?
Oh. For sure. Everything what you said to me so far, it makes sense. Just now I get a little bit desperate. Last time when we talked, you said in 2-3 weeks, a month, something has to come. And it passed 2 months and I start to be a little bit, not depressed, I would like to say depressed.
Yeah.
Just, like I truly would like to have a job now. And now if you're telling me that a man is going to call, can you tell me a little bit more about this, Carmen, please?
I'm trying, but you didn't let me do it. So what I see...
Yeah, sorry.
It's like a firm. It's like somebody who has a legal firm. Or is a firm where some people work that are in the legal business. And I see something in a tall building, and it's not far away from your area, and more in the centered area. And I really believe that this is going to be very good for you. So it's something completely opposite than everything you've ever done, You embark on a different direction, doing something completely opposite. Something you never thought you can do, but actually you can do it very well. So think a little bit of what I'm telling you and allow that information to come. That's why I think the man who's calling you, the person who's calling you is a man. He has an initial that starts with S and G, like George or J or something like that. So I actually see the way the man works. He wears glasses. You end up seeing him. I have an image of where you're going and who these people are. And I kind of want you to allow it to happen.
So you see somebody with S and he has glasses. Mm-hmm. And do you see, so Carmen, that would be bigger, so working with many people or just few people, women, men?
Not a lot of people. Men and women, but 5-6 people. It's a limited number of people.
Number of people.
And it's in a building.
And I never worked here.
Sorry? No, you never worked. This is.
You think I never worked here?
Oh, no. This is completely different than everything you've ever done. This is different.
And how this man is going to find me, call me? Because right now I don't, I have no idea.
Did you put any resumes, anything? Did you put anything?
I did that.
Yeah.
I did that.
Okay. It might be through your platform being out there through the internet. It might be that way. But I see you being invited to see these people in person, So in other words,
yes.
You will go to this place, that has, it's a high building and that has it's like a law firm. I don't know. It's as I said, doing something completely different.
Oh, wow. That would be very different because
very different.
I have absolutely no license in Canada or no thing like...
You don't have to have a license for that. They're not going to want you to be a lawyer or something like that. But you can do...
of course not.
You can do secretary work. You can do other type of work inside a company, that can pay very well, and as we say, you want a job, a 9-to-5 job. This can be a job.
Yes.
Yeah, this can be a good job, working with different people in a new environment, and something that you love to do, and you will be very happy because it's going to give you more stability than everything you had before,
Oh, so be it, Carmen. So be it. And in how long you see this, Carmen?
And how many months or something? It's not going to take long. I don't think this should take long. I think this is anywhere between now probably to end of June or July. This is right around the corner. Yeah.
And just one more question, and I let you pick it because I'm already kept you. The man who you see with glasses, do you see it's younger or around my age or older?
It's more like middle age. It's not really old. It's not very young either. It's a middle-aged man.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, my beautiful.
So be it. Thank you so much, Carmen. Thank you for taking my call, and I wish you a beautiful evening.
Okay, I love you, my Cornelia. I'm gonna go.
Love you more. Bye, Carmen.
Bye, my love. I'm gonna go straight to Julia. Hi, Julia. How are you, my love?
Hi, Carmen. I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm okay. Okay, how can I help you, my beautiful?
Yeah, so Carmen, I was wondering, talking about job like the previous caller. I went to an interview last week for an airline to become a cabin crew, and I was accepted.
Wow.
They provide us the training and everything, but I'm not really sure that this is really what I mean, it's nice, but I'm not feeling like going there. So I just wanted to check with your intuition about that.
So you got this job, but you're not really confident of this?
Yeah, I mean, I got a job, but okay, I didn't sign the contract. I need the training, which the company will provide, and they ask you to stay with the company for 3 years.
Okay.
But yeah, we spoke last time about you said that you see something else like overseas job. So I don't know how long the other job will take to come into my life. So I'm kind of like, shall I take this one meanwhile and then?
I think this job can be a transition to something else. I think it's, to me, the way I look at it, but you also have your own decision. I see this like a good opportunity for you. So if I were you, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it for now. What does it make you feel uncomfortable? What it is that makes you feel uncomfortable?
I mean, when you fly like a passenger, it's nice, but when you're doing the job there and you do it like, I don't know, 100 hours per week, I don't think it's so much fun in the end. So I don't know how long I can cope with that if I look further, like long term.
Right. I think you can make it. I think it's an experience. I think you should give it a try. You should see where you're going from here. I really think this can be interesting.
And the question
I will try if I were you. Sorry?
Would be better if I would pay the training myself now. I mean, the courses and everything, so that I don't need to pay the money to the company further, because I already know I won't stay with them 3 years. This is way too long.
I don't think I don't think I understand what you mean.
Yeah, so I mean the company will provide you the training, which costs a sum of money, but I also have the option to pay it myself, like the other people who already have the certification. So would it be a better idea to pay the certification myself from the beginning?
Yeah. Would be a good idea, but in a way I don't think you can go wrong, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see. It's going to be challenging, I see that as well.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Absolutely.
And the second thing, Carmen, talking about karma, I don't want to refer to the family karma, but I want to ask you if the karma in the love relationship was not burned yet, and one of us closed the door of the relationship, how the karma will find a way to be resolved. Because it must be resolved. And if one of us closes the door, what's going to happen?
Absolutely. So you don't close the door. You reopen the door. If there was a door that was closed and the karma is unhealed, you have to go back to trying to heal it and trying to go back to whatever happened there to find an answer and find the healing force to accept, to make peace and to end up something in good terms.
Yeah, but I don't know any person on earth who end up a relationship on good terms, and how I can do that. If the man is not speaking with me anymore, I cannot reach out and say, hi, let's do
Then if the person is not speaking with you, you have to do it on your own, trying to... but is there a way you can send this person a message or an email or a text message?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
You can do that. That's a way of resolving things, by sending a message of acceptance, or that you mean well, that you are sending peace and gratitude for whatever happened here. You're not upset. It's a learning experience. Find a smart and nice way to show your wisdom, and this would be a way of closing doors. Definitely would be the way of closing.
Can you give me just a clue? What do you mean when you say that there is a major reason why I keep...
This is something you have to find the reason. So whatever this happened has to have a major reason. Without it... Oh, okay. So Julia, I think I lost you. But I'm going to take a short break, and then I'm going to go right after that to, I think, Sandra. So Sandra, hold on the line. I'll be with you in a minute. I'll take a short break.
Best of holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Ascending Hearts is no ordinary dating site, but a spiritual dating site with a purpose, to link you with your soulmate. We engineer the serendipity so you can trust that you will attune with someone that has the same matching vibration as you. Ascending Hearts, the conscious dating site for the spiritually aware. Try Ascending Hearts for free. AscendingHearts.com.
Hello, I'm Sandy Sedgbeer, host of OMTimes Magazine's flagship radio show, What is Going On. My passion is sifting through information, research, and innovations from new thought teachers, speakers, and researchers pushing back the boundaries of what we know about life, energy, metaphysics, and the universe. I love shifting perceptions about who we are, why we're here, and how quickly impossible becomes normal when we open our minds, expand our awareness, and accept that the only limits that exist are those we place upon ourselves. So if you're the kind of forward-thinking, eager investigator of what lies beyond the current reality that most perceive, why not make a date to come play with me in the field of possibilities at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time every Thursday, and together we can discover what's really going on.
If I could be you,
and you could be me, for just 1 hour.
If you could find a way
to get inside
each other's mind.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
We've all felt left out. And for some, that feeling lasts more than a moment. We can change that. Learn how at belongingbeginswithus.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
And I'm back. We're talking about the family karma, the connection that we have with the members of our family, and how significant it is to understand the dynamic of the family karma. And what is that all about? And understand that karma is not a punishing law. It's just a law of restitution. And it is very common to experience a lot of karma between family members, a lot of memories, a lot of thoughts, action, because people intertwined within the family. But I'm going to go to Adriana. Hi, Adriana. How are you, my love?
Hi. Nice to hear your voice, Carmen. So, yeah, this topic is amazing. I've always been interested in this specific topic, and I don't know how much you can say about this. My birth date is 16 March 79. If that helps, and I'm just interested if you can say more about, who in my family I have a karma with, what lesson I need to learn, basically the mission, the destiny in this life, if you can.
So you're born on the day of 16, no? 16?
Yes, 1-6.
16, that's
16 March.
The planet of metaphysics, so you're a very intelligent, knowledgeable, but very intuitive person, very emotional. And the emotion plays very much a pretty big role in the relationship you have with the family members, you know what I mean, with the people in your life. Do you have a son?
Yes, he's 9.
Okay. And you are born in March, which is 3, the Jupiter influence. You're lucky, creative. You have a lot of imagination. You know, a lot of things that you plan in a specific way that are working for you. Now, you are in a karmic year 8, so in the year of karma, talking about the concept of karma. So I found fascinating that you listen to the show exactly when you are in a karmic year. Karmic year has a lot to do with a member of your family, the relationship with your. Is your mom on the other side?
She's. What do you mean? She's.
Is your mom still living here with you?
No. She's back. She's back home.
She's home. Okay. But which both of your parents are alive or no?
No, my dad is.
So your father is on the other side. I was very convinced that one of your parents is dead. I was not sure first. So
my father
family
since 2
karma.
years.
Yeah, so the family karma is that the loss of your father, you know what I mean? And then I felt your mother talking about the connection with her. And so you have I feel you have a karma with your mom, and I don't know if you agree with me.
I don't know, a good one, or what do we need to learn from that?
And your major numerology is actually the planet of karma. So you're very influenced by this entire. How do you get along with her? Do you get along with her?
Yeah, we are very diplomatic, and but yeah, it's something tension there, but we don't, we hide it. We love each other and talk every day, but I feel
love is one thing, the tension is a different thing. You don't have to hold on grudges against each other. You have to be in peace, in alignment with each other. So I feel like that's very important. Do you agree?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So with my husband and son, there's no karma there.
There must
what
be
you
a
see is
karma
my
there,
mom.
because that's what. So that's why your husband came into your life, and that's why your son came into your life. That's why I mentioned your son. So I feel like it's a very strong karmic connection. I also feel like, intuitively feel like you, your husband, and your son knew each other somewhere in life in England in a different time. I don't know if you ever been to England or you resonate with that part of the world, but I feel like you had some kind of a life there if you believe in past lives. Sometimes karma has a lot to do with the memory of your soul and might have things to do with past lives. So according to the concept of the transmigration of the soul, in other words, that we always come back in this physical world to resolve the things that we left unresolved. And I think with your son and your husband, you had experiences that needed to be replicated in this life. But I see the connection with your son, I see good. Do you agree with me?
Oh yeah, he's amazing. Yeah.
That's what I said. The connection with your son, I feel very, very intense, very powerful, and very karmic, but very karmically balanced. So it's a good karma. It's nothing negative here. You know what I mean?
Nice. Okay.
I feel like with your husband, when is your husband born?
It's August 3rd, 64.
Hold on. 54. With your husband, it's a little bit of a struggle. How do you get along with him?
Just same, diplomatic, and
I don't think this relationship comes from past life. I feel this relationship is from this life. It's not a past karma. This is not. That's why you create karma in this life together. By being together, having a child, is something that has been created in this life. It doesn't come for a resolution from somewhere else. So, but you have to kind of try to make it work better with him. I feel you're not necessarily on the same page, if you agree with me. Disagreements, I picked up on disagreeing with each other.
Yeah,
so,
there.
Yeah. And I have a name in my head with a D, Daniel, David. Who is this D name, does this have anything to do with you or your husband?
Family-wise, no. I'll think about it. I don't know.
Think about if there is a place or there's something that has to do with D. The D initial comes very strong in my mind. I don't know how to define it. It's something that connects you to a specific environment or to something. And a name like with the J, Jason, Jack. Is there anybody with that name?
AJ, maybe?
Yeah. Who's that?
That's his son.
Okay, so that's where the connection is. The Jason. That's where that's a very powerful karmic experience too. Now I'm at the end of the show, unfortunately, and I think I also had Sandra. I apologize, I was not able to.
Thank you so much,
listen,
Carmen.
Adriana, I love you, my beautiful. Thank you so much for calling me. I'm so
love
grateful.
you. Bye.
Again,
Bye,
my dear. And for everybody calling me and listening to my show, I'm so grateful, and I'll be with you next week. I'm so excited to have another show next Tuesday on OMTime Radio. God bless you.